Hello, big dreamers. Your registered dietitian, Katie Rines, is here in somewhere in New Mexico on my way back to California. Want to get a video in before the sun goes down. A little food for thought. I hope this helps you. How I'm processing losing my job. So basically, nothing is ours. Nothing is 100% mine. Once I realized that I have felt like I've had ownership of this job or of the money from my salary that was on the contract or of this car, this bike, this shirt, these things aren't really ours. Why do we feel like we own something? Because once we feel an attachment to things, we're going to feel like trauma when it leaves us. And it's ridiculous to think that, like, this body isn't mine necessarily. Like, it's a gift that's been given to me, and it's up to me to respect it and to be grateful every single day. And if it's taken away, or, you know, if this shirt is taken away, instead of being angry and upset and frustrated, I can you know, be grateful for the time that I had with this shirt and let it go with peace and with ease. And I've realized that people's reactions to me losing my job, I think, affected me more than my initial reaction. So when I first heard that I lost, you know, what happened, that the financial investors backed out and that we weren't sure when we were going to get paid and everything, initially I was like, well, back to California, you know, I didn't know what it felt like to get a fat paycheck like that anyways. Like, it's okay, like, oh well, this was a great experience, you know? And then talking about it and hearing people's reactions, like, oh, that's so awful, wow, like, how horrible, you must be a mess, like, oh my goodness, like, so horrible. And it, like, that piled on and made me feel like, wow, this is awful, like, this is awful. And we kind of live in a society where reactions, if that makes sense. So I think that taking a step back and just, like, recognizing that, like, it's okay, the universe does things for a reason, and I'm excited to pursue something even better, and I'm so grateful for the time that I had, and it's all good. Like, it's all good. So I just want to clear the air with that. And I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, and my favorite, The Cheese Trap, I'm listening, by Dr. Neil Barnard. Like, stop eating cheese and dairy, okay? Like, dairy, can we just go over, there's so much I want to hit on with this, but if I literally put a breast pump on my tit and made some cheese out of the milk that I produced, would you eat it? And if you wouldn't eat human milk, like, why would you eat cow milk, where someone literally had to rape this poor cow and separate the calf from the poor dairy cow who gets raped and raped over and over again, and the baby goes to slaughter, and the mom is literally, and I'm especially on this topic too, because driving here, I passed like 10 miles of the most disgusting smell of just cow, excuse my French, cow shit. And cows just lined up, confined to the, like, they're all like right next to each other, miles and miles and miles of just, like, barren like dirt and cows. And these products are so addictive. There's casomorphines, are like, they're like opiates, and I like can't even get my words out. They produce dopamine and really good feeling neurotransmitters, and obviously, like, an addiction is when we know something is bad for us, but for some reason we keep going back to it. And if we can't give it up, like, that is an addiction. And literally, like, people go to cheese for comfort, and they really, like, just can't seem to give it up. And cheese causes migraines, it causes digestive issues. Like, we weren't designed to eat milk, we weren't designed to eat cheese, and we weren't designed to eat high protein foods. Like, breast milk in humans is only 5% of its calories from protein, and that's when a baby is supposed to be growing and growing and growing and growing. And cheese and dairy have been linked to not only migraines and stomach issues, but asthma, like rheumatoid arthritis, these serious issues, these debilitating issues that cause you to not be able to breathe. These proteins in cow's milk and dairy are literally, like, they're alien proteins that are going to cause an inflammatory response in the body. That's so obvious to me. And when I stopped, I used to be a cheese addict. I used to drink so much milk. I used to drink like as much milk as I could because I wanted to be 5'9". I wanted to be like a super tall model. So I thought that milk was so great, and I had the worst stomach pains. I used to have like a horrible rash all over my stomach and all over my face. And like when I stopped, and I couldn't even breathe when I ran either. Like I would literally like, oh my gosh. And I feel like giving up dairy, your acne, your skin, like I don't use any skin products and my skin just like clears up. And I also want to say that my sister has ulcerative colitis, and it's literally because she's a cheese addict, and it kills me every day because I love her to death, and like I know the cure for her, and I've met lots of people who have reversed their ulcerative colitis. I'm like gonna cry. It reversed their ulcerative colitis, but for some reason like I can't get her to fucking get off of cheese. And she has like skin issues, and it's all like inside. So yeah, if you're having any issues with allergies or literally like, please stop eating cheese, stop eating milk, stop eating meat. It's really, really sad what they do to these cows. It's so horrible for our bodies. It's so horrible for the environment. Like that whole 10 miles. Okay, sorry, my camera ran out of space, so I had to stop for a second, delete some things, and yeah, I'm going off on a tangent, but that whole space that like was just dairy cows could have been growing organic, lush, delicious fruit trees instead. Like, why are they killing these poor cows? It's really horrible. It's so sad. So, yeah, really though, like, these issues, like, that you're gonna need to take lots of medications for, like people who have migraines that will cause them to throw up, or people who have arthritis so bad that they can't turn their neck or they can't move their hands, or you can't go for a run because you can't breathe. Oh my gosh. Please stop eating dairy, stop eating cheese, and look at our lives, look at all of this as a gift. Okay, it's not for us to have ownership of and adulterate and totally mess with. Okay, these are all gifts, and we have to practice gratitude every single day and recognize that like this is like so, this life is so beautiful and incredible, and like gosh, it's really also, last thing I'm gonna say, people are so surprised at how quickly I'm able to like get back on my feet and just go and just do things and adventure and have fun and like not feel like burdened down. I feel like people for some reason feel like traveling and doing this kind of thing that I'm doing, just driving across the country back and forth, would be really draining. But I think that there's something about eating this way that really lightens your spirit. I swear. Like, I know this is frou-frou and weird or whatever, but like when you eat a whole foods plant-based diet, you just feel lighter. You don't feel like tied down. You feel like you're able to just adapt more easily. And I swear, like, try it. Just try it. Try a whole foods plant-based diet. Tell me how you feel, and I guarantee that you will feel a lot more secure, a lot more comfortable in your own skin, and a lot more calm in your brain. Okay, this is going to help a lot with your emotional stability and just feeling like you're in the right place at the right time and everything's okay. And it's not just me, it's not just a meditation practice, it has a lot to do with food. And oh, did I talk about hormones? Did I talk about how like the hormones in dairy products, like how disgusting is that? It's impossible to have hormone-free milk. It's literally seeping with hormones. And the way they make cheese, it's literally mold. It's disgusting. It's like dirty socks with fat and salt and grease, and we're addicted to it. It's the most, like, I'm going to vomit just talking about it, okay? My shirt says compassion saves lives. Compassion saves lives, people. Your life, the cow's life, and everybody else's life. Vote with your dollar. Stop buying the dairy products, okay? Don't wait until government to stop producing it. If we stop the demand, they're gonna stop the supply. So please, just stop. I'm your registered dietitian. Like, this is a recommendation. This is what you have to do. Tell your family that your dietitian is forcing you to do this. do it for yourself, okay? It's about time. What could possibly be more important than your health? What could possibly be more important than your life? Tell me. What is more important? If you don't take care of yourself, you can't have fun with anybody else, okay? Let everyone else recognize that your health is the number one, okay? So leave your comments below. Sorry, this was kind of a rant and I got kind of mad and angry and like, bah! But really, stop eating the dairy and the cheese. It's disgusting and it causes serious issues. My name is Katie Rhines, at Vitamin Katie on Instagram. I love you. Leave your comments, subscribe, and have a wonderful, dairy-free, plant-based, adventurous life.